Got an idea for a new business? Well, you have to watch this next segment. It's like what they say, if life gives you pumpkins, make pumpkin pie or pumpkin soup, or an app that helps you find fresh produce.
While in Santa Monica, I had the opportunity to attend a startup weekend. I'd never heard about it before, and I left there feeling so inspired, so motivated, and we learned so much collectively. It was a great experience, and I heard there was some traction for starting it up here in Hawaii, and I wanted to be involved.
And then Danielle sent me an email saying, hey, I want to do startup weekend here in Honolulu. I heard you've already contacted startup weekend in Seattle. Let's get together. And so that's how Danielle and I got together to do this event.
Startup Weekend is a crazy, fun, exciting, exhilarating 54-hour event. You walk in the door, some people come up with their idea 9 years ago, some people come up while in line pitching their idea. So any idea goes. We try to do tech-based ideas, and out of the pitches, usually about like 10 or 15 go into groups and form businesses. They work away the entire weekend, and it's all about finding that right team.
It's really exciting for me to work with startups, and it's been a fun weekend. I've made a lot of great friends, and we've had an opportunity to interface with everybody here and I think really improve the ideas very quickly over the course of the weekend.
I run an angel investment network, which is a group of individuals who put their own money into startup companies. And I got involved in Startup Weekend because it's a great way for entrepreneurs to get a company off the ground.
And basically that's what I did. I thought Startup Weekend, interesting experience. I might as well participate. I'm here. I dedicated the weekend to it. I might as well go through it so I can speak firsthand about it.
Being someone that actually is in the industry and actually have started several of my own startups, Nonstop Honolulu being one, it was interesting to be on the mentoring end, to just see how the ideas grow and flourish. And based on the things that I've learned just through failure and pivoting and actually being there, it was interesting to see how people change up their idea to evaluate it and put out feedback to the audience as they're developing, and to have a time crunch of 54 hours for Startup Weekend. You really see how people work and how people trim the fat on their ideas to make it a successful pitch.
Oftentimes you see an entrepreneur get all the way down the road with a product. You say, but wait, how are you going to make money? Well, we haven't quite figured that out yet, but we'll get there. And that's really got to be the first consideration, and the business model also needs to be really the first thing that you talk about when you're talking to investors, because often it's the last thing that gets mentioned. And investors are sitting there listening, how are you going to make money? That's all we're thinking about. How are you going to make money with this product? So it really is almost the most important part of your pitch.
Now the next part of the exercise was kind of interesting, because you take your number 7, whether people remember what you talked about or not, and you go into another room and then they'll actually vote on your idea. Lo and behold, I must have got about 8 or 9 votes. And I think that was probably enough to make it an idea that could form a team.
For our first startup weekend here, the turnout was incredible, and then the energy throughout the whole weekend was just incredible. I've had many people come up to me and says, this is a great idea.
And we've had a fantastic turnout, and the energy, believe it or not, as tired as these people are, they are so excited, exhilarated. They cannot even believe that they are actually launching businesses in 54 hours.
One of the companies that I liked a lot, the concept, was Heart My City. And this is a concept that would start in Honolulu but could be rolled out nationwide. That's something that is really important for angel investing. Again, we don't invest in local companies. We don't invest in Hawaii-only companies. We invest in Hawaii companies that have ambitions to grow to be global companies.
So some of the ideas that they pitched here that they're working on, one is called Fruit Box. Well, it allows for less waste in people's backyards of their whatever fruit that they're growing or vegetables that they're growing. Because like for example, I have an orange tree in my yard, and we have oranges that just fall off the branches and just go on the ground and go to waste. And it would be nice if was there a site where I could go to say, hey, I have oranges here. There you go, and people can come by and pick them up. I think that's one idea that's really great, especially for this island.
Another one that's really cool is Heart My City. It's brilliant. Everybody here has come up with needs that they personally have. We all have needs. Why not make a business surrounding a personal need that everybody has? So we walk around and we see a sidewalk that maybe is broken and somebody trips over it, or we see a pole down. We see things all the time, every day, and we're like, oh, who's gonna fix that? And now there's a website, Heart My City. It's really, really cool, a great community service project. We also have another really exciting one that's also really heartfelt. It's called Vertical Organic, and it's all about doing farming vertically in big buildings, very high story buildings. And I know there's a farmer here that does vertical mushroom farming, so it's a fairly new concept, but he wants to do vertical farming for a variety of fruits and vegetables, save land, and why not go organic and buy local?
We're a crowdsourced platform for food and drink. And we also are a platform from deals. So what we help consumers make choices, and we help them save money, and we help restaurants because we take away the negative things about Yelp and things of this nature by having no negative comments and only positive feedback.
But it's very organic, very spur of the moment. You just make do with whatever is there, and you try to do the best with what you have.
Everybody has a good idea. It's the people who act on those ideas that become entrepreneurs. The entrepreneurial process is difficult. It takes a passion. We see that here, and to turn that from an idea into a business, it's a wonderful journey, and it's real exciting to be part of.
And just look for other opportunities to see what's out there in the industry, meet new people, and introduce yourself.
So we have decided to make this an event that happens twice a year. The next one will be in March, and people can find out more information about it by going to honolulu.startupweekend.org.